This is my time in Bangkok. I was in Pattaya and I flew up to Bangkok. I was in Bangkok for about 3 or 4 days, you know. So this probably not gonna be long. I didn't really go anywhere. But I went down to local 7-Eleven to get water, and there's this girl there. She looked like about 19. And she gives me the eye, but I leave it alone. Only for a number of reasons. But let's say I was gonna stay in Bangkok. And man, Bangkok got a lot of smoking, hot, beautiful women. Because they come from different towns all over the place, and the major city is Bangkok, is where they can get jobs. And they're from everywhere. And I'll talk about Hue Hin. Hue Hin is a family-oriented town. It's about 3 hours south of Bangkok. So when those girls graduate high school or college, they want jobs, they go to Bangkok. The same with all the little areas around. So Bangkok is a place to get a lot of gorgeous, beautiful women. These are Thai women. And then you got a lot of Chinese women that also go to Bangkok. So anyway, back to the story. So it's local 7-Eleven, she gives me an eye, and she was very cute, man. A lot of these women in Asia look like the type of girls who turned you down in America. You know, a dime a dozen. A lot of them are a lot prettier than the ones we have back in America. But this one, even if I was gonna stay in Bangkok, I would have not pursued her or talked to her because she was a little bit tiny, a little bit too petite. But she was very pretty. Then I went on a day trip, you know, on a tour, a local tour of Bangkok. There were 3 of us. And our tour guide at the end was telling me, let's go get something to eat. More than giving me signals, she was just pretty much telling me, let's be together. You know, let's go get something to eat, something to drink after the tour and all the other stuff. But I left it alone because, like I said, I'm on disability. And by the end of the tour, it was only 2 hours. My body was hurting so much, it just came home and I crashed out. You know, it was, we went on those Jeep or tuk-tuks or whatever, so I didn't have to walk all that much. But like I said, that chemo and that radiation really messed me up. Okay, now, here's a white girl, and I'm gonna show you her, how she, I'll let you be the judge. If she's giving me the eye, telling me she's interested, or is she not, all right? But with the white girls from Europe, like when I was in Vietnam, a couple from Ireland and Scotland, well, the one from Ireland and Scotland, they definitely were giving me the eye when I was in Vietnam. And they were cute too, this one. And when I was in Vietnam, her friend, there was 2 girls from Ireland, I talked to them a little bit. And they were there on vacation during the whole Asian tour, and they want to end up, I guess, in Bali. And her friend told her, you know, leave him alone, he's a little bit too old. I was like, okay, cool. That's after I was walking away, I could still hear him. And then the other redhead one from Scotland or Ireland, I don't know where she was from, by another area, she just kept looking back at me, looking back at me, looking back at me as we were walking down the street. And she was hot, but like I said, this pollution is really messing me up. I mean, it's hard for me to concentrate, it's hard for me to focus, hard for me to talk, hard for me to swallow. So I gotta get out of Asia, but dude, Asia is, at least for me, was great. I mean, so many missed opportunities here. And it's cheap too. Okay, I'm in Pattaya, and Pattaya is very cheap. I mean, you can easily live here in Pattaya for about $1,000 a month, easily. And that includes food, transportation, housing, the whole works. I mean, you can get yourself a nice little studio, 1 bedroom, about $200 to $300 a month here in Pattaya. So I'm going to Mexico, and Mexico is a lot more expensive. But I need to go someplace where I can breathe, you know. But all of Thailand is cheap. I mean, in Bangkok too. Depends on where you live. With Bangkok, it doesn't matter where you live because you got the train system there that can take you anywhere really quickly. So I live on the outskirts. It's a lot cheaper. I mean, I got an Airbnb there, a nice one, 1 bedroom, and also a studio for like $450 a month in Bangkok. And it had a pool and all the other bunch of stuff. Okay. So, so Phuket was really nice when it came to women. And so now, right, sorry. Now I'm in Bangkok. So I talked about the tour guide. I talked about the girl at 7-Eleven. I talked about the white girl. In Bangkok for a couple of days. Is there any other ones? When I was waiting for my tour to start, the school bus shows up and the girls hop off the school bus and they're in the school uniforms. Two of them, I'm looking at them, just checking them out, oh wow, high school girls. And her and her friend is just keep looking back at me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, maybe in a couple of years, but not while you're in high school. So what happens is, like I said, these girls in Asia, also in Thailand, started looking for husbands before they graduate high school. Because they were raised to be wives and mothers, and their dream is to be a wife and a mother, to have their own household, to have their own kids, to have their own husband, all that stuff. And they started looking for one before they leave high school. So before you become jaded and disappointed with the world and men in general, some of those girls, the really young ones, like who just graduated high school, may actually be the best ones. They're really excited and they really want to be married and have a family and children and all that stuff. Like I said, the one in 7-Eleven, she seemed about 19 or 20. She was still looking for a husband. I can see that. I can tell that. Or else you say I'm assuming or whatever. But she seemed a little jaded, a little disappointed, a little bit beaten down that she wasn't able to have her own family yet and secure a husband. But she was definitely very pretty, but just a little bit too petite. So when it comes to Asia and you want a long-term relationship, whether in Thailand, Vietnam, or the Philippines, it'll be easy to do. Very simple, very easy. These girls will marry you within a couple of weeks, especially the young ones. Okay. No, that's about it. So I'm gonna let you be the judge, and you can leave in the comments about what you think about the white girl who walked past me. Because as she walked past me, she gave me a look. She just did the same thing, stood there, waiting for me to make my move. And I wasn't really into her. Plus, like I said, I need to get home. And the mall, Jesus Christ. Waiting for my grab. Girl comes out, walks down the steps, makes sure she walks past me, gives me a smile, says hello, and I said it back, right? And then the guys across the street who's waiting for his cab, who's Thai or whatever, he was surprised and he was shocked. Girl at Muslim girl, a Thai Muslim girl, when I went to sit them down the street, she made it clear that she was interested in me also. Like I said, when I've been in Asia, there pretty much not have been a day that some girl has not let me know that they were interested in some kind of way. And I see guys here in Phuket, I mean Pattaya, older black guys, and a lot of old white men too, who got beautiful young Thai girlfriends. And that's like all over the place. Now, a lot of young Thai girls are not gonna go for older guys, but it is possible here, very possible, because I see a lot of the men who are in their 50s and some of them look like they're in their 70s, got gorgeous young girlfriends, and that's just not here in Pattaya, but it also was in Phuket, all over the Philippines. And these girls are not freelancers or anything like that. I mean, the sleazy part of Pattaya is a small area. The rest of it is like residential homes, family-oriented community. And it's a big area, all right? So anyway, I'll get to a video about Pattaya later, but this is my end of my video about Bangkok.